With just 9 days to go before Title 42 ends, the Biden administration announces plans to deploy 1,500 more National Guard troops to the border. Good evening. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Marcella Lee.
I'm Jesse Pagan. This is in anticipation of an influx of migrants heading to the border in hopes of claiming asylum in the United States. As CBS 8's Richard Allen finds, it's a surge that's already happening.
And there are now at least 16,000 migrants in Tijuana, just on the other side of the border here, waiting to try to seek asylum in the United States, according to Mexican officials, a number that is only growing as we approach the end of Title 42.
These are human beings that are suffering. These are human beings that deserve to be treated with dignity and respect. And for the most part, that's not happening.
Tuesday, hundreds of migrants from Colombia to the Congo lined up along the border just west of San Ysidro, desperate to seek asylum in the United States. Exhausted and famished, many of them fleeing violence and persecution in their home countries.
Mucha violencia.
We need to be received by the U.S. because we come from troubled places, so there's a lot of violence.
This influx of migrants at the border is only expected to grow as the end of Title 42 next week approaches. That's the federal public health order used during the COVID pandemic to automatically turn away asylum seekers at the border. Today, the Biden administration announced that 1,500 additional National Guard troops will be sent to the border to help Customs and Border Protection.
These troops arrive as early as May 10th.
Many immigrants' rights advocates are criticizing the move, calling it an unneeded tool reminiscent of the Trump administration.
Sending military to the border is not the answer.
Enrique Morones is head of the migrant rights group Gente Unida.
We have never had a wall or sent military to the Canadian border, and there's been hundreds of thousands of people that have come through that border without papers.
In an attempt to stem the influx of migrants to the Mexican border, the Biden administration is setting up migrant processing centers in Guatemala and Colombia to screen migrants to determine if they qualify for asylum before they come to the border.
It might help a little bit, but I think that still doesn't stop the reason why they're leaving their homeland. They're still leaving their homeland, not because they want to, but because they have to.
And these 1,500 additional troops we deployed for 90 days. That's in addition to the 2,500 National Guard members already at the border. It's not clear how many troops will be deployed here in the San Diego area.